It was mixed fortunes for the Philippines in the Singapore Cup, and Global are the ones who get to go through to the semi-finals. Guys, let's just go straight into it. As a Global fan, tell us about that.
He's the Global fan, not me.
Surrounded by Global fans, you guys must be happy.
Super fabulous.
It's a fabulous result, it really is. Tell us how Global did it.
Well, actually, that game, especially dun sa second game, dun lumabas yung pinakaangas ng Global eh. Kasi usually, during UFL and previous game, pag humahabol na yung kalaban nila, parang nag-choke sila. Pero this time, at
Choke
least...
parang... Ano nga ba?
Sige.
Yung ka naman kilit.
Ayun, so, yun, I was really happy, especially for the second game, because they really prove a lot. And then, especially our defenders, DP and Kama, they're superb on that game.
Bal, wala.
Yaw. Sorry.
DP.
Yaw and
Carlos.
Carlos, yes. Sorry.
And Carly got a first half hat-trick before Rufo added that, having a 4-0 lead. Then Brunei pull one back, bring on a monster of a defender.
Oh,
by all
yes,
accounts,
yes.
who they stick up front.
Would have matched Coach Reed.
Yeah, 2 inches higher than Coach Reed. He nods in a couple of goals. And the same guy who scored the first one, he gets another goal as well. 4-4 at the end. Obviously in a league setting that had cost them, but they had the 1-0 win in the first leg. Is this a case, Ronan, you think, of just relieved that it's over, or is this a problem that Global need to fix?
I think factor lang yung pagiging equalized nung game. Nagkataon lang talaga na lugi sa pala. I think lugi yung latter part ng game when Sakapanyo came in. and then what? The other team put in a 6'5", I think 6'5" player defender, put him up front.
Yeah.
Kaya siya naging 4-4. Otherwise, I think Global was doing it.
Okay.
I think it was pretty much okay. And talagang malaking factor talaga yung nagawa nung 1-0 win.
Yeah.
It's the first leg.
And Rufo scored in both games as well. He
Yes,
nods in
yes.
the injury time winner, and
that
that's the
was-
fourth goal in this, which proves to be the winner
Yeah.
overall. How much of a factor was he in the 2 games, and how much of a factor will he be in the semi-finals?
It's really a big factor in both games, especially in the first leg, when it was just down to the last play of the game. Christian sends a ball to
The magical
box
header.
out of the blue. Rufo heads it in to the delight of everyone in the Jalan Besar.
It was
Talikod
poor
pa
marking.
siya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrible marking. Gotta say.
How
No one
he
6
headed
yards
it,
around him.
It was
6
was
yards.
facing his back was.
Katalikod siya.
Katalikod.
Alan Hansen would have had a fit. That's
Yeah.
carry on. Match of the day reference.
I
Please
know,
carry
yeah.
on. Yeah. So, what was the key for Global?
Basically, the goals. Specifically the key was the winner. The winner in the first leg.
I guess so. Yes.
Without that, had it was a 0-0 draw in the first leg,
Yeah.
you had the same score line
Yeah.
the second leg. Could have been extra time or worse. Penalties.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just reminded of your rivals, Man City. Their song is always, "We'll just score more than you." Like that. I guess it is a key factor in football to score more goals.
City?
Ronan, no, it's a good point. It's you got to get back to the basics with the beautiful game. Ronan, Global have done brilliantly to reach this far. It's their first time in Singapore. They're coming off the back of the President's Cup, so they're getting some good experience in this. How do you think they'll fare against Tanjong Pagar?
Wow. I think they'll do well, but they have to check what Loyal's mistakes were.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? Kasi
Letting go of one of the best players was probably one of them.
letting him tackle late into the game.
Those horror tackles are another one. Yeah. Getting men sent off. So aside from getting men sent off and keeping your best players, what should Global do?
Just do what they do best. That's palagay mo.
For me, consistency. Kasi Especially for the President's Cup. Walang striker sa harap eh. Walang malaki. Kaya for me, napakalaki ng presence ni Rufo or either Rufo or Kuzi Izo yun. And then just continue what they are doing because I know Global will win.
Yeah.
Could you predict a scoreline then, based off like 5-4 with Loyola and Tanjong? It's only one goal in it, but
I think it would be very close. Either 1 or 2 goals. Of course, for Global.
And for you, what was the best points about Global's performances?
I think it would really be the defenders because they really did well. Especially I was really comparing this games to the President's Cup.
Right.
Iba talaga yung laro ng mga defenders and I was really relieved na okay na ulit yung
short,
defenders.
na-miss talaga natin.
Na-miss talaga.
At saka si Sacha.
Iba talaga rin ang
talaga
goalkeeper.
Yun, tama. Okay yung keeper this time.
Hindi yung sumusugod sa
hindi yung gusto makagol. Hindi, gusto niya mapalakpakan kasi.
So, blacklist na yun? Ang pangalan nun? Chocolate mousse.
I don't wanna remember.
Musa sa logo. Yan.
I'm sure there's a racist lawsuit in that.
Baka nanonood si Sonogo.
His first name is Musa.
And so with the game that happened with 1-0 and 4-4, it's an odd one in the both Loyola and Global pick out massive high scoring wins. They're the two biggest scoring games in the competition so far. Do you think it's a factor playing into it's? Is it related just playing in a different environment with different fans, slightly different climate, and a totally different atmosphere when you factor everything in?
I think so. It might be there's a different atmosphere. You're playing in another country, it's Singapore. It's a known football country for one, whereas the ST has been established, whereas the UFL is just in its baby steps. But you can just see the performance of both teams. They really made a mark for Philippine football in the international stage. And for Global, since it is the second international competition within the year, just goes to show that they are ready for these types of competitions. They're prepared to battle it out with the best of the best.
Thank you.
And who do we think Global are going to pick up in the meantime then? They picked up Joshua Beloya, Mark Hartman. He's cup tied for this one, but who else do we have for Global? Rufo, obviously.
Paul Mulders.
Paul Mulders, yeah. What other signings do we think Global will make sure for the next round of the Singapore Cup?
I think for now they're complete.
Okay na sila.
Shiroki.
That might be a bit too much wishful thinking.
first. But yeah, I think you're ready with that lineup.
They don't have to. They don't have
No?
to.
They have Amani Aguinaldo, defender from FEU and formerly from Loyola, who's now solid as a center back for the under-23. I think he'll be a perfect partner for Carlos or DPL in the future games for Global.
Yeah, big shout out to Omani. He was down in Payatas over the weekend. Came down to play against the kids there. I think the kids beat him, so congrats to my kids there. I'm not sure he's quite ready for the step up to under 23. He's a really nice guy and
Very nice.
he's, from all accounts, solid centre back. So we look forward to that. So Global will now be up against Tanjong Pagar. I think it's again all the games are now going to be in Jalan Besar for the semi-final.
First leg still in Tanjong Pagar.
That's the team.
Queenstown,
right?
Yeah.
Queenstown Stadium. So Global second in the league, Tanjong Pagar third. We'll really be able to see the levels of the teams. It'd be great to see the quality there. So follow us at FTW Sports. We'll let you know the updates there.